Welcome to the Real Double Dose Channel broadcast station, focused on the real reels of real life, love, growth, and of course, elevation within all levels. RDDC is exactly the place where anyone can discover more depth, love, light, and clarity within themselves, and elevate from other people's walks of life, conversations, and questions, along with deeper insights. So tune in and be a part of the Double Doses with Lexus T and RDDC.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your host, Lex. And again, I say that again because I love saying it. And the RDDC is what we have. Welcome all. Let's get into this conversation. And this is going to be, and I don't know if I had the other ones like that, but hashtag, it was the hashtag doubts within the doubting. And I believe hashtag the fruits that we bear and hashtag, are you a friend of me? Or something like that. So we're kind of getting a little serious with this, but this should end off the cap a little bit. But this is hashtag, what's your channel? What is your channel? And I want to say, when we have that, is our frequency dialed into God? Is it really dialed into where we say it dials in when it comes down to alignment? And if you're saying, I'm new to God, I don't understand. Well, remember that God is also a part of you in the existence of why you're still breathing. So therefore, you may say you don't know, quote, quote, God. Of course, everyone will never know God to that level because God is infinite in everything. But we are a piece of the God force. We are a segment of the God force being expressed out here as well. And the forgiveness and bountifulness that Christ did, giving the sacrifice of himself for us to extend on, even though we're definitely on a different cusp, especially now these days. But I will say, it comes down to the frequency of what you put out there. Not just the positive or the manifestational journey of kumbayas and putting what you want with the universe, because we don't serve the universe. We serve who created the universe. Okay, let's be real about it. But what's your channel? Hashtag, what is your channel, right? What's your channel on? What's your signal on? When we have sadness, relationship issues, pain, or things we're going through, there's nothing wrong with having a friend or a community to pray for us or see what's going on in a more exclusive way. You know what I mean? But the first channel we should be trying to be tuned in, or being tuned in the first place, let alone keeping our dial pad into, is God, the infinite source of all things. Now, I know it's not possible 24/7 to a certain point because of our human world and the matrix of reality of the flesh and so forth. But is our channel signal of God? Is the broadcast upon God? Is our channel on the belief of that? Or do we feel as though it would just be good feelings of saying we believe in God, but not trusting in God? So do you believe in God, but you don't trust within God? I mean, that's a good question to ask yourself. We have to ask ourselves, do we really trust that is? Like, where is the signal at, though? Like, the doubting within the doubts, that means we don't have any trust in God, let alone trust in ourselves. Okay, so we have that. Then we have the fruits that we bear. What fruits are we bearing because of the results of those doubts and also the things that we are inhabited around? I'm doing a recap here from everything that's been going on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, what has been going on is that key factor, though. Because if you think about it, if you look at it, you're sitting here like, man, the inertia behind that, It's kind of like, man, everything has a ripple effect. I've had this before. The conversation can go on over and over and over, but you have to look at it like that. Then you get down to what is the next chapter of what you feel with that one. Okay, well, I didn't get a chance to explore that. You got the frenemy. You're a friend and an enemy to yourself. Therefore, the fruits that we bear attracts those kind of energies in. Look at that. And what channel and frequency are we on? Look, they all go together. And sometimes tying these up in different conversations can help us hone in better with them. That's what I was trying to do. That's why I'm happy it's here, because I want all of us to get to that cusp of understanding where we are and connection with it and what we're doing, no matter what. Now, I gotta beat myself up. Sometimes heck be bothering about it. Miss Tangela, so many different ones about having, oh man, you're so tired. But people don't understand though, when you're called to be something, yes, it's very important to get your sleep, not be a friend of me, not be the doubtful one, different stuff like that. But it's like it wakes you up constantly. And I'm getting to that. My pillows are not working the best with me and different things, but hey, it's LIFE, life. I want us all to think about the correlations of the doubt within the doubting. Let's do it again. That's number one. That was the other chapter we had, right? The fruits we bear. That's the second chapter we just had in this little mini series. And also being able to understand where we are in connection with those things. I want us to be able to feel the things that we're going through, all the things that are happening at this moment. What channel are we on, right? What is our channel tuned into? We have the frenemy. So we have doubts within the doubting. We have the fruits we bear. We have the are we frenemies? And then at the same time right now, what channel are we on? See, ladies and gentlemen, folks and little ones and young ones at all, we know our audiences stem from as early as 13 years old that we've seen all the way to 70 plus. Thank you, God, and blessings to you. Thank you for being on here with us. But that's what I want us to look at, right? The dial pad of what we're tuning into 24/7, 24/7 in our human world. Now, the matrix, right? The matrix is what we're in. But the signal of God is the strength of what we have. God is our channel on the belief of that, or do we feel as though it would just be good? Like the feelings of saying, oh, we believe in God. God will handle this. But are we handling it ourselves? Like, how can we ask someone, can you please clean out my garage, for example? But yet, every time this person is going in your garage to clean out something, we're putting twice the stuff back in it. Okay. Can you please clean out the grease from my pipes because I made so much, dinner and threw the oil down the sink? Whatever. I hope you don't do that. And then every time the plumber comes in and just cleans out the pipes and clean, you call him back like, hey, I still need your help. What do you mean? I just cleaned everything out. Yeah, I know, but I made another batch. What? They'll be consistently coming over there. It's the same way. We take so much from the garden of life, but we don't plant anything back into it. Let me repeat that again. For those in the back, in the front, and the side, we take so many things from the garden of life, but yet we never plant anything back worth of anything in it. So basically, we could take out all the fruits, the berries, the little stems and the cucumbers and so forth, but then we take out 90% and just literally kill it off and just waste everything, the skin, the nutrients and so forth. And then we'll throw back maybe like enough seeds to resprout again. We want to take so much, but we're not willing to put so much in. We have to get to a place to where we are definitely intertwined with divinity of understanding who we are. That's why I decided to open up the Lex Effect Coaching, all platforms of understanding that, even the Dream Builder, because people are like, oh, I need a call to action. I've heard it from my team. And then the last one hammered it in with Heck when he was saying, yeah, and Tangela too, haven't forgot you, where it was basically saying, hey, we need a call to action. And I did like that purposely because I had to make sure I was looking at all these things from everything. And I didn't want to be a person to just have low energy and be a hypocrite, not to have what I have to give. Because being that portal, being able to be such an outlet and also draw out so much energy, you have to be careful how you reserve it. So I want to ask this hashtag, what's your channel? What is your channel and who's dialing into it? What frequencies are coming into it? Are you picking up other people's bad energy? Oh, I never know. Hopefully not injury, but bad energy, bad stipulation, all the heaviness that comes along with them. So therefore your signal's weak. You can't tune into what God has for you. Are you even trying to feel the frequency of God or what God has within you? Are we even trying to put ourselves in that retrospect? Like when we go places and we feel that, oh, I love this energy. I love being here. It made me feel so refreshed. Yeah, but don't come there soggy all the time. Come there with enough to match it and give back to it so you can go back 10 times stronger. Learn that. Go through it. Understand your relationships. Break them down. Okay, and move out what doesn't serve what the purpose is of your journey. Once you clear out the dilution of that, once you get to revamp your menu on your own personal inside cafe, my family, you'll be able to see the menu more clearly and the recipe to everything that is and simplify it. But when you have, and we're going to say like those little, taking a page from Chef Ramsay, which I love, Mr. Chef Ramsay here, Hotel Hell and Hell's Kitchen, the same. My sister put me on that, God rest her soul. Mr. Scorpio himself, it's just the point where he helps these restaurants out. Let's say, for example, right? Food is universal language. Don't hate on me. Pero when we have that, we look at that and we're like, man, those restaurants look gunky and icky and the menus all crazy. Oh, look up one of the episodes of Hotel Hell or Hell. I can't remember if it's like Kitchen Nightmares. That's what it's called. I'm not endorsing them, but it's something I've watched in the past and it actually was pretty insightful. Although I'm just saying, like, when it comes down to it, I look at it like, man, that was crazy. Like, dust everywhere, tables all messed up, gum under the table. It's just certain stuff that'll make you cringe. At least for me, it did. When he goes in there, he refreshes it, revitalizes, and makes the meal simplistic and so forth. Some people get haterade, thinking he's trying to revamp the whole thing and do this, but they're obviously doing something that's not working. That's why he's there. So I look at it like, man, once it's simplified and fresh and crispier, once it's cleared out, you can see. But if you're so busy and getting it cleared out and redumping it, like some of them he revisits that went back to the same habitual habits that they never let go of, their channels can never be cleared and opened up the way they need to be. Make sure you have the right frequency. Once again, hashtag what's your frequency? What's your channel? What's your broadcast? What's your dial pad? Where is it tuning in at? And are you giving the allowance of it to actually be tuned in without distortion from other channels that don't serve you? So, whether it be, shaking your booty or rocking your head, it's not going to make you feel good at night when you go to bed. The only aspect of anything that makes sense is tuning into the infinite source, because you have all the answers, all the feeling, everything. Death doesn't even come to you. Like, you look at it like that. I mean, we all have a certain flesh transition, but remember something from the Bible. It says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Now Google that. Look at that. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Meaning anything in this lifetime is a shadow of a fraction of that, because eternity lasts with the frequency that you're in and your channel is tuned to. Be careful of the doubts within the doubting, and be careful of the things that come along with the fruits you bear. Understand, if you're being a frenemy, have friend, have enemy, and the ones that are around you that you seemingly feel and know, but you still keep it on for some relevancy. The toxicity you decide to carry because we're so used to dysfunction. And what your channel is on, so we can get to the functioning of the right broadcast frequency when it comes down to the alignment with God within ourselves and within ourselves, and God living with us, the creator of all things living within us, thriving, the breath of life, of why we even still move around in animation style, not the soul and the body and the soul, which are very prominent, but to the point of what's going on. The soul is the consciousness of the body, why the brain works the way it does, why it keeps your lights on, but the breath is the spirit. That's the spirit of God given into us. And it sounds so beautiful right now. So I'm going to leave this for food for thought before my voice goes too crazy and I have to get back to a couple calls that have came in. But they know already it's about time, my RDC family. Again, this is your girl, Alexis T. Be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the spirit. Remember all these things and do your homework inside. And we'll be rolling out some great things for you and some giveaways. We'll be going to revamp our Instagram or our TikTok. Just make sure you understand the links will be on the SoundCloud page. All right, our Real Double Dose channel, SoundCloud, or our Real Double Dose channel.blogspot.com. And as well as always check out for updates at our www.realdoubledosechannel.com page itself, so you can check up on those. And then we'll be rolling out the Lex Affect coaching link soon, so you can have that in our new email sequence. Now, the other emails still work just fine, and we're just going to add this to the repertoire of getting things a little bit more streamlined with some things as well, so we can have our different syndicates, because we're pretty expanded at this point. Way beyond belly busters, but it's amazing, especially with our AI journey as well. Rolling that out for you to have some goodies to help you accelerate as well. So I know my favorite word is as well. I've been noticing that too when I'm writing, but it is as well. It is well within my heart, my soul, and getting yourself where you need to. Hashtag what's your channel on? And if you don't know, make sure you check out that dial pad, see where your needle's pointing, and it needs to point within. That's where the journey starts. I love you, and we'll be back with you very, very soon.